Dogs and cats living together. That's hysteria. Wow! Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
What's up, you freak shows, and welcome back to the Lucid Nightmare. I'm your host, as always, Jay Shatzer, and today, well, guess what? It's my birthday, and I'm going to be reviewing a birthday classic. It is John Lee Thompson's 1981 absolute 80s classic slasher. Say that 3 times fast. But it is Happy Birthday to Me. And guys, happy birthday to me, I guess. And let's dive into this great slasher classic. Here is Happy Birthday to Me. Happy Birthday to Me is an astoundingly demented early 80s slasher flick with an impressively diverse cast of off-kilter characters and a twisting and turning narrative that constantly keeps you on your toes and guessing on what will happen next. Thick with atmosphere and cruel beyond words, this naughty, nightmarish production is chock full of brutal murders and creative kills, ushering in a robust cacophony of gory mayhem that simply delights in its devilishness. Filled with personality and punishment, Happy Birthday to Me is a ravenously festive affair, with just enough bloodletting to make any partygoer celebrate with macabre-filled glee. The film follows a beautiful and innocent young woman named Virginia Wainwright, who after a tragic accident and extensive surgery, enrolls back into Crawford Academy, where she struggles with frightening visions and unnerving flashbacks of her forgotten past. A past that blends reality and dreams into a waking nightmare in which she can't seem to escape from. As her core group of friends begin disappearing one by one and falling to the hands of an unknown killer, is Virginia truly just losing her mind and her grip on reality? Or is there in fact a bloodthirsty maniac let loose on campus, slaughtering their way to her? Filled with over-the-top performances and equally over-the-top characters, Happy Birthday to Me is a true slasher in every sense of the word, right down to a long cast of victims and red herrings, all lined up for the slaughter and begging to get their 5 minutes of fame through a glorious and bloody cinematic death. From stereotypical jocks to sweet and pure student bodies, the cast is astonishingly succinct in what they do, confusing the narrative and keeping the viewer on their toes until the shocking end. With gusto and charisma, the heavy hitters of this classic slasher romp are Melissa Sue Anderson as Virginia Wainwright, the sweet, young, and innocent star of the film and constant trouble teen; Glenn Ford as Dr. David Faraday, Virginia's concerned doctor and constant support system; Jack Bloom as Alfred Morris, a nerdy and twisted taxidermist who might have a few screws loose; Matt Craven as Steve Maxwell, a goofy weirdo who has an unhealthy addiction to gambling with his life; Lawrence Dane as Hal Wainwright, Virginia's loving father and desperate protector; Frances Hyland as Mrs. Patterson, the crotchety old bat who runs Crawford Academy with an iron fist; and finally Michelle Renee LaBelle as Etienne Vercures, a creepy dirt bike loving perv and oddball exchange student. Without a doubt, the cast is bonkers, giving the film a much needed dose of energy, style, and attitude that helps bring this wacky tale of murder and intrigue into fruition. Insanely early 80s and without a doubt riding the trend of psychotic slashers which flooded the industry at the time. Happy Birthday to Me is a trendy yet terrific example of the blood-soaked genre, with unmistakably creative kills and a penchant for tension-filled moments. The production really excels in laying on the mystery of the picture and providing a nice sinister tone that permeates throughout the entire story. With bold special effects and a rich cast to rip through, the film is remarkably enjoyable and extremely polished in that gritty and cruel Friday the 13th style. Borrowing heavily from the genre, yet putting its own unique spin on things, the movie really immerses its audience in its surreal and dreamlike plot, while at the same time focusing on a more personal journey of discovery within the character of Virginia and her troubled past. Both thoughtful and brutal, the production definitely earns its cult classic status. If you love slasher flicks and you somehow let this gem pass you by, you owe it to yourself to give this one a shot. It's bloody, atmospheric, and just a hell of a lot of fun. And what more could you ask for in an early 80s horror flick? In the end, Happy Birthday to Me is a wild and savage slasher stunner that's got all the right ingredients for one hell of a horrific bloody birthday party. And there you have it, you party-crashing bastards. That is the ultimate cult classic 80s slasher flick, Happy Birthday to Me. And like I said, happy birthday to me. August 17th, I came into this world, and you wouldn't believe how long ago that was. But hey, this is my passion, so I hope you enjoy what's going on here, guys. And I hope you like what I'm doing. If you do, please like and subscribe. And if you have time, leave a comment below, because I'd love to hear from you. But until then, I will see you at the next movie review. Take care.